Imagine China in the 6th century BCE. The Zhou dynasty's power is fading, warlords fight for control, and society teeters on chaos. In this turbulent era, two men would emerge with radically different visions for restoring harmony. One sought order through ritual and virtue, the other through yielding to nature's flow. Confucius, known to history as Confucius, was born in 551 BCE in the state of Lu. Orphaned young, he rose from humble beginnings to become China's first professional teacher. He believed society could be saved through education, moral cultivation, and proper social relationships. Meanwhile, in the Zhou capital archives worked an enigmatic figure named Li, later called Lao Tzu. Little is known of his early life, but he served as keeper of imperial records. While Confucius engaged with society, Lao Tzu observed its patterns from a distance, developing profound insights about the natural order. Confucius developed a comprehensive system for social harmony. He taught that proper behavior in 5 key relationships would create stability: ruler-subject, father-son, husband-wife, elder-younger, and friend-friend. Ritual and righteousness were his tools for civilizing humanity. Lao Tzu's philosophy moved in the opposite direction. He saw human striving as the problem, not the solution. The Tao, or the Way, represented nature's spontaneous order. True wisdom meant understanding this flow and acting through Wu Wei, effortless action that follows natural patterns. Around 518 BCE, according to the records of the grand historian, Confucius traveled to Luoyang to consult the Zhou archives. He was 33 years old, already gaining fame as a teacher. His specific purpose: to study ancient rites and ceremonies that could restore order to his troubled state. At the archives, Confucius met the elderly keeper of records. The meeting is described in multiple ancient texts, though details vary. What's consistent? This was no casual encounter, but a philosophical confrontation that would echo through centuries. According to Zhuangzi's account, Lao Tzu greeted Confucius with gentle criticism. "Discard your proud air and many desires," he advised. The sage saw Confucius's moral fervor as artificial, suggesting true virtue flowed naturally like water finding its level. Confucius reportedly defended his approach. Society needed clear rules and moral exemplars, he argued. Chaos resulted when people abandoned ritual and duty. His vision was practical: teach proper conduct, and harmony would follow. The philosophical divide was fundamental. Confucius believed in cultivating human nature through education. Lao Tzu believed in returning to original nature by shedding artificial constructs. One built up, the other pared down. One engaged society, the other transcended it. After their discussion, ancient texts describe Confucius deeply affected. He reportedly told disciples, "I know birds can fly, fish swim, and animals run, but the dragon's ascent on wind and clouds is beyond my understanding. Today I met Lao Tzu, he is like the dragon." This dragon metaphor reveals Confucius's awe. He recognized Lao Tzu's wisdom operated on a different plane, not social reform, but cosmic understanding. Yet he didn't abandon his mission. The encounter refined, rather than reversed, his philosophical direction. Lao Tzu's response to the meeting is less documented. Tradition says he soon left civilization, heading west toward the frontier. At the Hangu Pass, the keeper reportedly asked him to record his wisdom, resulting in the Tao Te Ching's 5,000 characters. The Tao Te Ching became Taoism's foundational text. Its paradoxical verses advocate softness over hardness, yielding over forcing, emptiness over fullness. The softest things overcome the hardest. It teaches a direct contrast to Confucian moral fortitude. Confucius spent decades teaching and seeking political influence, with limited success. He compiled classical texts, taught thousands of students, and developed what became Confucianism. His Analects recorded his teachings, emphasizing Ren, benevolence, and Li, ritual propriety. The two philosophies created complementary systems. Confucianism addressed social and political order, how to govern, educate, and maintain relationships. Taoism addressed cosmic and personal harmony, how to live with nature and find inner peace. This complementarity became central to Chinese civilization. Officials followed Confucian principles in governance, then retired to Taoist contemplation. Scholars studied Confucian classics for exams, but turned to Taoist poetry for spiritual solace. The meeting's historical accuracy has been debated. Some scholars suggest it's legendary, created later to symbolize philosophical dialogue. But whether literal or symbolic, its cultural impact is undeniable. It represents the foundational debate in Chinese thought. In the Han Dynasty, Confucianism became state orthodoxy. Emperor Wu established it as official ideology around 136 BCE. Yet Taoism persisted as counterculture, influencing art, medicine, and rebellion when Confucianism grew too rigid. The tension between these philosophies created creative dynamism. When Confucianism dominated, Taoism offered critique and escape. When dynasties fell, Taoist notions of cyclical change explained chaos, while Confucian loyalty provided moral compass. Buddhism's arrival from India added third dimension. Chinese thinkers synthesized all three, creating unique blends. Neo-Confucianism incorporated Taoist metaphysics. Chan Buddhism merged meditation with Taoist naturalness. The Confucius-Lao Tzu meeting symbolizes this synthesis. Rather than one defeating the other, they created dialogue. Chinese civilization embraced both active social engagement and contemplative withdrawal, moral cultivation, and natural spontaneity. This balance appears in Chinese art. Confucian themes show moral exemplars and social harmony. Taoist themes show landscapes where humans are small within vast nature. Together, they express complete worldview, ordered society within natural cosmos. In governance, the blend was practical. Confucianism provided bureaucracy and meritocracy. Taoism warned against overgoverning. Governing a large state is like cooking a small fish. Too much handling spoils it. Rulers needed both approaches. Personal cultivation also combined both. The Confucian gentleman cultivated virtues through study and ritual. The Taoist sage cultivated emptiness through meditation and nature immersion. Many pursued both paths at different life stages. The meeting's legacy extends beyond China. Throughout East Asia, Confucian values shaped social structures in Korea, Japan, and Vietnam. Taoist concepts influenced martial arts, traditional medicine, and environmental attitudes across the region. In modern times, both face challenges. Confucianism has been criticized for hierarchy and patriarchy. Taoism's anti-rationalism conflicts with scientific worldview, yet both offer resources for contemporary problems. Confucian ethics for community, Taoist ecology for environment. The philosophical debate continues today. Should we improve society through education and reform, Confucian, or find harmony by simplifying desires and following nature, Taoist? Most people navigate between these poles, seeking both social contribution and personal peace. What if they hadn't met? Chinese thought might have developed one-dimensionality. The tension between their visions created creative friction. Like debate partners, each sharpened the other's ideas through opposition, creating richer philosophical landscape. Their meeting represents more than historical event. It's archetypal encounter between two fundamental human impulses, to shape the world through effort and to find peace by accepting it. This tension exists in every culture, but China gave it particularly elegant expression. As we face global challenges today, both philosophies offer wisdom. Confucius reminds us of social responsibility and moral cultivation. Lao Tzu reminds us of natural limits and effortless action. Perhaps we need both, to improve what we can change and accept what we cannot. The legendary meeting endures because it speaks to perpetual human dilemma. We are social creatures needing order, yet natural beings craving freedom. We build civilizations, then long for simplicity. Confucius and Lao Tzu gave voice to both sides of our nature. Their dialogue continues through centuries, not as conflict to be resolved, but as conversation to be maintained. The health of civilization may depend on keeping both voices in play, the Confucian call to moral effort and the Taoist whisper of natural ease. So what really happened when Confucius met Lao Tzu? We may never know historical details, but culturally, they met in every generation's struggle to balance society and nature, effort and ease, human will and cosmic flow. Their meeting shaped Asian thought by giving form to this eternal dialogue.